Welcome, people. This is a little training session I had, solo training session I had by myself when I was living in the UK for a bit, about 2 years ago, staying with my auntie and everything. She had a local park that I would go to. Obviously, you call them cages and everything. So, to start off, what I would do is I would, juggle the ball against the wall and try to not let it drop. As you can see here, I dropped it, but I'll try to not let it drop and everything. And so that would be my little, just to get the legs going and flowing and everything, just to get a little warm up, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna let this skip through, but it's pretty much what I would do to just get the legs warm and everything. So. And now comes the actual warm-up. So, I mean, it's just pretty standard. I'd say now I have a pretty, regimented way of warming up. But here it was just a good old, skip the legs, stretch out the hamstrings, groin, quads, and all that good stuff. So that's what I would do after touching the ball against the fence. Just get a little warm-up here, get the legs loose and everything, and then we'll get right into the session. So what we have here is some focused finishing drills. There weren't a lot of places I could find an actual goal, and in hindsight I really wish I had trained in an actual goal. You can see here I'm just kind of slipping up here, but I'm not afraid to show that because this is what it takes. So I believe I did 20 finishes on each leg, but we'll see. I'm gonna mark it out here anyway, but the point here was to just hit the ball against the cage, and then just a one touch real quick, and then a snapshot to goal, finessed and in the corner. So this was pretty much my little training sessions I given myself, and I just went at it. And that's what it takes, man. That's really what it takes. Just repetition upon repetition. It might seem boring, but to me it's something. It's like sharpening a knife. Sharpening your skills, honing your skills. And this is exactly what this is. I was trying to prepare myself as much as possible for match day and everything. Yeah, you see I'm missing there, but I'm gonna miss, and that's okay. As a forward, you have to miss because you have to take a shot, right? If you're not taking a shot, something's wrong. You know what I mean? So a lot of the top strikers in the world, Lewandowski, Suarez, Benzema, they miss a lot of shots, but guess what? They also make a lot. But it's in these moments that they hone their skills, just going again and again and again. And something, I've actually learned to enjoy the grind and the graft. You see some of these shots they're bad. Some of them aren't good, and I'm not even happy looking at them. This is 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, so look at that one. But you just have to keep going again and again and again and again, and you have to know your body. And you also have to go on days that you don't want to go, honestly. Even in this moment, I'm not as good a finisher as I hope to be, and that's my own fault. Look, again, I'm missing, but there's definitely something to be said about going out there, grinding and grafting and getting after, what you want. And as a forward, all I want to do is finish. And I enjoy it a lot because people's faces light up when you score a goal. People's faces light up, man. You put such smiles on people's faces. The crowd and the opponent gets all pissed and everything. And that's what I live for, honestly. That's what I live for. Anyway, cheers.